Attention, duelists! My hair is streaming Hearthstone again. Yes, I am indeed playing Hearthstone once again. Uh, there was a patch that came out recently, and I just wanted to firstly give my thoughts on that. Let me just show you what all it did. The shop button is now very colorful, where in the past it used to be just a big gray button of none. It didn't look good at all, but they improved that. That's good. I think this also got colored in a bit. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my past videos to remember that. But just the beginner screen in general looks a lot more colorful and more detailed, I find. But oh well, we can do this too. They changed this screen as well. It is more detailed. As you can see, this moves around. And if I actually had a pack to open up, I would show you. But that process has changed too. It used to be just like little solid line here and there, and when you open a pack now, it flows into the thing, so just being there. Now for the big changes. Let's start with some cards. They also introduced the visual errors here and there, but they changed the Hunter and Priest cards more drastically, and they changed one Warlock card. So the Hunter card that they changed was Unleash the Hounds. I dished the it actually earlier, but yeah, Unleash the Hounds. It's now 4 costs instead of 1 cost, and instead of giving your beasts 1 attack on charge, it now summons 1/1 hounds for every enemy that your opponent has on the board. So say you're up against a paladin with 5 1/1s, you can play this and clear the board. Or you can play with the Starving Buzzard combo and draw a whole lot of cards. Overall it's of course a nerf, but Hunter Beast decks were very gimmicky to begin with, and this card change alone kind of destroys all those one-turn win combos. Speaking of the Buzzard, they also changed the Buzzard. It still costs 2. Where is it? Right. Starting Buzzard still costs 2, but it's now a 2/1 creature versus a 2/2, which makes it excessively vulnerable to mages, druids, and rogues now. And if you choose to, you can't DE that, but for a limited time, if you choose to disenchant cards that were changed, you get the full cost of the card back versus the 5 or whatever dust they cost. Onto the Priest change. A long-awaited change to the card Mind Control. It now costs 10 mana versus the previous 8 mana. And many players hated this card because there was literally nothing you could do about it. Which is still the case, but now it just takes longer to go into effect. So you have 2 more turns to play your Stormwind Champions or your Molten Giants. A more reasonable change, I think, would have been to make Mind Control a buff, like Blessing of Might, that you can silence, so that it's not like this end-all be-all minion controlling card. But we'll take what we can get. Hopefully Blizzard will take note of this and have our suggestions, words. Hopefully Blizzard takes notes of our suggestions and makes Mind Control that, as opposed to just, yoink, your creature's mine, sorry. As for the Warlock, they changed the Flame Imp. The Flame Imp now deals 3 damage to your hero versus 2. Why they did that, I have no idea. But, It's still a 1 cost 3/2. Very, very strong. Oh, and they also changed the Argent Commander. Let's just do this. The Argent Commander is now a 4/2 versus a 4/3, making it a little easier to kill, although its purpose remains the same. You play to charge a creature and hopefully it does lots of damage or kills it. Either way, it has less health now, so you can pop a 1 mana creature and kill it. And finally, they added in the Elite Tauren Chieftain legendary card. From what I saw from BlizzCon, it gives both players a card. It's one of 3, and they all have different effects. So, if I ever see one in play, I will make note of that. Actually, I think it was a suggestion that I made on Twitter, actually, that they add this card, but I can't take credit for that, because it's Blizzard's IP after all, so... Sorry, I just thought about that. Like, hey, I thought of this. I was like, nope. And those are all of the major changes in this recent patch build. Oh, and there is this. Now, there is a large button that says Casual / Unranked and Ranked. Notice that the Ranked has an icon now versus the wood, bronze, silver, gold, etc. Now our ranked medals correspond to the cards of the game. Like right now, I am a novice engineer, rank 19. There are 25 ranks, and to gain ranks, you have to consistently win games, like the old system. However, you don't get stuck as easily as you did back then. For example, I was stuck at Platinum 3 for about 4 weeks, even though I had like a 50% win rate, and I actually just got into Diamond 1 star right before the patch ended, so I was happy about that. Yeah. Before it was just the medal that was in the middle and this small button that would change it to ranked and unranked, and people would ask, "How do I go unranked?" And no one saw the button. So that's that. And they changed the arena. Well, not too much actually. They just restructured the rewards to only give you three rewards versus 2. However, the rewards seem to be more substance filled, I guess. Oh no! Each reward has more quantity versus the old ones, where you get like 25 gold, 5 gold, and then 15 dust, and then 10 dust. Nowadays you get like a pack and then 100 gold and then 50 dust at once. Although the flip side is there's less chance to get a card. I would assume, since there's only 3 options now. So that's that. Awkward talents aside, that's all I can think about this patch. Again, aside from some bug fixes here and there that don't really matter. Let's see. Well, they do matter, but they're not worth mentioning, and I probably have to look at the actual notes to explain them, which I'll probably link in the description below if I ever figure out how to do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's most of the significant Hearthstone changes that feature the UI. Another change that they did was they added in a gold cap of 100 gold for the play mode. Like you would get the 10 gold for 3 wins. That's now capped at 100 gold. So 30 wins, that's it. Apparently, some people were going well beyond that through unscrupulous means. I don't know, by account sharing or bots or whatever. How you would bot in this game and win, I have no idea, but... but yeah, that's a thing. They capped at 100. That does not include arenas and quest rewards. Rewards. Yeah. Speaking of quests, you now have the option to cancel a quest by pushing this button here. This button here. And it gives you a new one, apparently. Alright. Yeah. That part I didn't know. So, there you go. You can change your quest, and there you go. This one I much prefer to have because I like warrior and rogue versus priest and whatever else that class was. Alright, it's stuck. Okay, it's not a bug. Nothing new in the practice mode, it's all still this and this. And it's still that and that. Alright folks, those are the Hearthstone patch changes. My thoughts, I think weakening the hunter was a good move, but not without compensation, since now the beast-centric decks kind of suck. Are going to suck now. I don't know. And again, making the mind control cost 10 is a good change, but it could have been done a little bit more done a little better. Yeah. I still think that the MC should be considered a buff instead of just a card you play. But yeah. And the imp does 1 more damage. Who cares? Folks have said that this is an indirect buff to mages because of all the health reductions and the whatnot. And they wouldn't be wrong. It is. Oh well, that's all that I have to say about that. And I will see you all next time. See you. No, I can't do that. That's Krendor's thing. That's Wild Krendor's thing. I cannot say that. Farewell, everybody. And speaking of Krendor, watch his videos. He's really good.